What are the top 5 rural towns in South Central Pennsylvania? Hi, my name's Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania and Maryland Realtor, and today we're going to talk about those top 5, in my opinion, obviously not set in stone, but those top 5 rural towns in South Central Pennsylvania. We're focusing mainly from probably about Perry County and below, going down into the Maryland line, and we're going to talk about those because I have a lot of clients that they say, hey, I don't quite want to live in the suburbs, but I also still want to be a little bit close to everything, not too far away. So we're going to talk about where most of my clients are moving if they're looking for a rural area. And I am your Pennsylvania and Maryland Realtor, so if I can help you guys move anywhere in Pennsylvania or Maryland or sell, we can definitely help you out. We have clients looking for 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years down the road. So if we can help you guys out in any way, feel free to send me a text, send me a message, or feel free to just send me an email. And you can schedule down below in the link in my bio so that we can book a time to hop on a Zoom call and go through a Zoom consultation. They purchased this property and completely re-renovated everything. It's Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania Realtor, over schools here in York County, Pennsylvania. Okay, so these are in no specific order, but the first we are going to talk about is Dover, Pennsylvania. Dover, Pennsylvania is in York County. It is a little town, but there's not too much going on there. You have a lot of outskirts where you're going to be on a good bit of land, but still be pretty close to everything. So as you can see here, this is where Dover is on the map. You're pretty close to West York. It's an easy shot to be able to run up to Carlisle, and you can still get into the central of York and be pretty close to everything. I have a lot of clients that are looking to move here because, one, it's one of the few affordable areas still in York County that is a little bit more rural, but you still do have the neighborhoods as well. So Dover is a great choice, especially if you're looking for somewhere where you can be a little bit further away, but still close to everything, not having to drive 45 minutes to get to a store. And a lot of people move to the area because they're fans of the school district. The next option is Mount Wolf, Pennsylvania. So this is in York County as well. A lot of these actually are in York County just because they're a little bit more affordable compared to some of the areas whenever you're getting up closer to Dauphin County, because Dauphin County is just a little bit more expensive, and going over to Lancaster, it can be a little bit pricier as well. So Mount Wolf is mainly a borough. So you've got a little town in Mount Wolf with a majority of your stores, gas stations. It's not quite as close to everything, but it's a quick shot to the highway. So if you're looking to commute to Maryland, you're looking to commute to Harrisburg, you're almost halfway in between where you're not having to go super far, and you can still be in close proximity to get to the area. And you still do have options where you can be more rural. So you can go right in the borough of Mount Wolf, which is very affordable. I just put up this year's 2023. It's a 3-bed, 1-bath, and we put it up for $199,900. It's a detached home with a wonderful detached garage in the back, and you can really get a big bang for your buck in the Mount Wolf area. Here it is on the map. Mount Wolf is close to the Emmetsville exit whenever you're taking 83, and you're not too close to everything. It's kind of just one of those little areas on the map, but ignoring the borough, there are a lot of other places that you can go surrounding Mount Wolf so that you have a little bit more land, you have a little bit more privacy, but you still have a quick shot going into the borough. And it's probably around that range where it's a little bit as affordable as Dover, sometimes even cheaper if you're looking out in the borough. And you're in Northeastern School District, where a lot of my clients refuse to take their kids out of because they are big fans of the school. The next rural area is going to be Hanover. So Hanover is kind of where you're going to be merging York with Adams County. Certain addresses in Hanover are York County. Certain addresses in Hanover are Adams County. So it's a really solid area because, again, talking about commuters similar to Mount Wolf, Hanover is way closer than Mount Wolf is, especially if you're looking to just get over that Maryland line or be able to take some back roads and avoid the highway going down into Maryland. It's a solid location, and you're close to Gettysburg. You're close to being able to get back to York, being able to run right up to Carlisle, which Carlisle is going to be our next one. And it's still pretty affordable, just kind of like Dover. You have a little hub where Hanover's hub is actually a little bit bigger if you're getting into the borough. It's got a little bit more of that historic value to it, a little bit more shops where you're going to be able to find everything and still not have to go too far. But you'll find if you're driving to Maryland, I just had some folks moving up from Maryland the other day coming from Baltimore County where they were back in Hanover, and they said, are there highways here? There really aren't that many, if any, highways at all. That's why sometimes if you're looking to go up to Harrisburg, it can be a little bit inconvenient because it's going to be about an hour to be able to get down to Hanover, sometimes even a little longer, an hour and 15 minutes, depending on what area you're going to. So there's really not going to be all that traffic jumping on the highway. You're mainly just taking the main routes to get out to where you're going or to lead into Hanover, go out to Hanover. But if you're looking for rural, Hanover is a great place because if you'll find when you're taking some of those back roads, you're going to be seeing a lot of farmland. Sometimes you're going to be wondering, where in the world am I at? Am I still in Hanover? So it's a great place because similar to Dover, it's pretty affordable, but you still have those communities where you're going to have all of the neighborhoods. You're going to have the townhouse communities that are new construction. But once you get a little bit further out and you branch off going northeast, southwest Hanover, you're going to find areas that have a little bit of a more rural appeal to them that a lot of people are looking for. And if you're working from home, Hanover's a big choice from what I've seen from a lot of my clients because you can drive to Gettysburg, go spend the day there. You can still be close to Maryland if you're looking to go down to Baltimore. There are a lot of options, and Hanover's a little bit bigger than your Dover, than your Mount Wolf. You've got a nice hub in Hanover where you're getting closer into the borough, where they've got the awesome mom and pop restaurants, all the hipster stores, and there's a lot of cool stuff. So if you're looking for another rural area, Hanover is a great option. Now, this is leading us into Carlisle. So Carlisle is taking you up pretty much almost a straight northern shot above Hanover. And Carlisle is sort of similar to, I would compare it the most to a little bit of a mixture between Mount Wolf and Hanover. Carlisle is a nice space because you've got a ton of farmland going out there, but you're still pretty close to being able to get to Harrisburg. Being in Carlisle, it's a lot closer to Harrisburg than if you were in Hanover, but Hanover's still not super far away. You kind of have a happy medium where they meet in the L shape there where you can shoot to either or, but you're kind of past your Mechanicsburg, you're past your Camp Hill. You're getting out there to where there's a little bit more room. It's not as hopping, there's not as much going on. You do have some of the main roads shooting out that way, so it's still convenient to travel, and Carlisle's going to be a good bit more affordable if you're looking to be close to Mechanicsburg and Camp Hill, but not pay Mechanicsburg and Camp Hill prices. You've got a lot of awesome communities, you've got a lot of great stores out there, and you can still be pretty close to everything, but if you take a turn and go down a different road, you can find in Carlisle where you pretty much can't see anybody around you because there's farmland. The last rural area that we're going to be looking at is Stewartstown. Stewartstown is another one that's in York County, but this time we're getting a little bit closer to the Maryland line. We are in South Central Pennsylvania, but truly South Central Pennsylvania. Stewartstown is going to be a good bit more expensive just because of how convenient it is to Maryland. And in Maryland, you can go down, make a very, very high income, and you can just commute up, and you're able to find houses for a lot cheaper in Pennsylvania. So with the home prices being more affordable in Pennsylvania, a lot of Maryland workers will come up and they will purchase in Stewartstown and Shrewsbury and Glen Rock and a lot of those areas over that way. So it's a more convenient space, but you can also find those rural parts of Stewartstown. You still have those little downtown areas. You still have the areas with the early 1900s homes where you're going to have the Victorian style or the older row homes that are along some of the main roads, but you can spend a good bit of money and have even more convenient living and more convenient travel to Maryland than Hanover. So Stewartstown is going to be most likely our most expensive on this list, and they do have a lot of great new construction out there. They have a lot of great options, but your lot size is typically going to be bigger, and it's going to be easier to find rural areas out there just based on where they've built, what they're starting to develop on the farmland. But you're going to be paying Stewartstown prices. So kind of getting close to that, you can have your Glen Rock, which is a little bit more rural, but you have a little bit more of a town feel. You can be pretty close to the rail trail. You can be pretty close to Glen Rock Borough, and you can be in there, which is kind of similar to your Carlisle getting over to Mechanicsburg, where just kind of a little bit cheaper prices. You know, you don't have that name brand, I guess you would call it, rural area of Stewartstown or being in that town. So it can be a little bit more affordable in Glen Rock, but kind of similar to getting out to Mount Wolf in northeastern schools. I have clients that are refusing to take their kids out of the Stewartstown area school district, getting down into southern Pennsylvania. Thank you guys so much for watching. We talked a lot about boroughs in this, so we are going to be making a video on the top boroughs to live in as well in south central Pennsylvania. And again, my name is Colin Boyer, your Pennsylvania and Maryland Realtor. If we can help you out with purchasing or selling a home, whether it's 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years down the line, feel free to send me a text, give me a call, shoot me an email, follow me on social media and message me there, or go down in our bio so that you can set up a Zoom consultation with me personally so that we can have a conversation about helping you find a home or relocate into the area. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I will see you in the next video.